Let's see. I'm waiting for the feed to start on my laptop here. Let's see. What's going on here? Come on. There we go. All right. Let's mute that, and I can talk to you guys. So how's everybody doing? See, there's only a couple of you guys on this evening or right now. What's going on, everybody? Victor, Moo Boo, how you guys doing today, or this evening, or this morning for you, Moo Boo? Victor, you might, I know you might be driving, so just like tap a letter or two. Jeez, you're just starting off on the wrong foot, huh? Victor says, howdy, howdy. Howdy, 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 howdy. No problem, Victor. I hope all is well with you, sir. Thank you so very much for hanging out and, being a part. I definitely appreciate it. What's up, Jimmy? I was just thinking about you. I was like, I haven't quite figured out what I was going to be drinking this evening. I have one can of the blonde, Guinness blonde, and one can of the coffee stout left. And I was like, do I just want to go get those and just drink those, or do I want to pour some of that like super ultra high test into my cup alongside with something else? I just didn't know what to do. What's up, Marcus? How you doing this evening? Big Reggie Reg is nice. Thank you, Reggie. I appreciate that, man. I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm gonna have to find some place, pretty special to put it. That's dope, man. All right. So, if you guys do me a favor, all right? And we got two things I need you to do. So, first thing, go to Big Reggie's channel. And he posted a video on this cross. Like, he made this cross, and I thought it was dope. And I let him know so. So he says, oh, man, you like that? I'm like, yo, dope. Like, I'm not even all that religious, but, like, it was really nice. So he offered to send me one. I'm like, what? Man, I'm excited. I am excited. And then, Captain Newbie, how you doing this evening? So then Bumpy, all right, I see Bumpy's here. Bumpy is the reason why we're talking about this today, because Bumpy put up a video. So, taste tester number 1. Sorry. What day is it? Wednesday. And what do I do on Wednesday? Stream. At what time? 9. So what do I ask you to do? Get the dishes done. Mm-hmm. And now we hear him doing the dishes, because he didn't do it. Okay. He's cooking right now. Have you done the dishes? Yeah, it's already done. Oh. All right. Can you do all of those things, cook and do the dishes before 9 p.m.? Sure. All right. So, Bumpy posted a video earlier today talking about how he almost didn't get paid, right? Which is what, and then he and I were going back and forth on his video, and I was like, you know what? Let's talk about this, because it seems to be a common, like, people have problems with getting paid. And I tell you guys how I try to do it. And I try to do it. And of course, I've been doing this for a little while longer than some of you guys have been. And, I have the thicker skin to tell people no versus, hemming and hawing with people. But look, you hem and haw with people and you're not going to get paid. You tell people up front, this is what I need. And, Bumpy seemed to have something along the same lines that I did. But Bumpy said over $100 he wants to get paid or to take a deposit. I want to reduce my risk even more. I tell people, or if the bill comes to more than $50, I'm going to tell people, hey, look, this is what you need to do. Your payment has to be remitted. And if it's something like, if they contact me on Tuesday for something they want this particular weekend, then I'm like, listen, by Thursday, your payment has to be in because I do my shopping on Thursday afternoon. So you level with people, you tell them why, and they be like, oh, okay. And then they say, well, I don't get paid until Friday. All right, well, you have Friday until noon because I have to get the food at a certain time or by a certain time so that I can cook what it is that I need to cook for you. It's not like I am cooking a hot dog and I can go get that hot dog 10 minutes before I have to put it on the grill. Now, we are doing some long-term cooks and you got to have your stuff taken care of. Oh man, I didn't know that, Reggie. Well, thank you so very much for that tidbit of information. That is awesome. Justin, just wanted to check in and say, hey, what up? I'm going to watch the replay. Got my COVID shot yesterday and felt like crap today. Sorry to hear that, dude. Was it the first shot or your second shot? Or did you only get one? Therefore, new additions to the Dash collection. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh. Junior Cost says, hey yo! He says, cheers! I guess he's watching from Sacramento. Travis! What's going on, buddy? Hey yo! It's Dash, he says. Yes, indeed. What up, Lee? Lee is in here today. What did Lee make today? Oh, he made some El Pastor tacos. So Lee is he is definitely my cast iron inspiration. I like anytime I pull out one of my cast iron anything, I'm like, man, Lee would be proud of this. So yeah. Bumpy, he said, preach. Just ask for cash up front. So Mubu, it's not always that simple. Sometimes, some people, let's say they have $150, $200, bill tab. Not everybody's walking around with $200 in cash in their pocket these days, especially. So I always make sure that they know, hey, people balk and push back and say, oh, I don't do PayPal. Well, it's an invoice, so this is not like a direct PayPal payment. I'm doing the invoice, and when you open up the invoice, you can pay it with a credit card or a debit card. You don't have to have a PayPal account. And sometimes people just don't know, and they're afraid of what they don't know. But CashApp, Zelle, and PayPal are the three electronic payment processors that I use, and seems to be good. All right, so Bumpy says, what's your horror money story? So I had a guy who hit me up, and he's like, yo, man, I need some beef ribs. I need some beef ribs. I need some beef ribs. Well, beef ribs, I was charging $60, $65 depending on which ribs I got. If I got the four bone ribs, they were one price. If I got the 3 bone ribs, they were another, because the 3 bone was a different grade of meat. So he's like, yo, I need some ribs. I need some ribs. I need some ribs. I'm like, no problem. And I went out and was doing my deliveries, and I hit him up, and I'm like, yo, I got your ribs ready. Where are you? And he's like, oh man, he's like, yo, I straight forgot. Okay. So where are you right now? He's like, nah, man, I'm out and about. He's like, I'm on right now. He's like, and I can't take the ribs. I'm like, bro, you beat me down. You begged me basically to make these ribs for you. And now that I made these ribs and spent all this time cooking, now I'm short. Now, mind you, I did a delivery, and I was like way north, like half an hour, 45 minutes, almost an hour north of my house. And I was coming back down to Baltimore City, and I'm like, yo, on my way back, I'll let you know when I'm on my way, blah, blah, blah. And I've been texting him all day, and he hadn't gotten back to me. Then when I finally talked to him, that's when he's like, yo, I forgot. And he's like, I'm on like right now. And I'm like, okay, so where are you? Are you home? Are you this place? You that place? Because I had a couple different addresses for him. But he's like, nah, man, I'm out, I'm out here. And he's like, I can't do anything with those ribs today, man. I'm like, yo, you didn't put me in a lurch now because you asked me to cook these ribs for you, and I cooked the ribs for you. We've done business before, which is one of those things where I'm like, you can't just, the past performance doesn't mean future results. One of those type deals. So I'm like, no problem, no problem. Anytime I deal with you from here on out, you're gonna pay my invoice ahead of time. So that's the one. And then the other one I got burnt on, and I actually did do a video on that one. Oh, and I'll tell you, with those beef ribs, I ended up selling them to someone else. So I sold them to someone else, but I sold them to him at a discount. I wanted, like I said, it was either $60 or $65 for the ribs, and I think I sold them for $50 with no delivery charge, because I was like, yo, you're doing me a favor. I don't have to take these back home. I don't have to worry about putting them in a refrigerator or all of those different things. So I sold them. I took a little bit of I'm gonna say a loss, but I broke more even than anything. But I mean, I still sold them. And then another quick story, or actually, let me read some of your comments, and then we'll talk about the second story. Kirk says, hey, yo, what's happening? Last time I was this early, I didn't get a second date. Well, Meeks, hey, sometimes. Toto says, hey, yo, Georgia's in the house. Mubu says, true, but you can ask for 50% up front. Yes, indeed. Do you got a Snippy special pack? No, Travis. And I can use EBT to cover the rest. Oh, a Stymie special pack. Yeah, well, listen, I need some stimulus check money. CashApp, Zelle, Venmo. I don't do Venmo. Just because Venmo, from what I understand, is connected to CashApp, or excuse me, to what is it? Why can't I think I'm drawing the blank? Oh, Square. That's who I believe Venmo's connected to. So Cash App, I think, is tied in with PayPal, and Venmo is tied in with with the Square app. Justin says, can you text PayPal invoice, or is it email only? No. So you can. I'm not 100% sure about texting, but I'm pretty sure you can text the invoice. If you can't text it, then it is email, but you can also send a QR code that'll take them directly to the website, like to pay you, or directly to their invoice that shows on a website. Sweet Lou, what's going on? Lou Calamatis is in the building. Dude, my friend, what's going on tonight? Nothing much, man. You should come to Wookie in the Woods next month. It's kind of far, dude, and I don't have a vehicle that qualifies as having a Wookiee sound. Yo, Lou, he was high. He was high. He says, how do you forget you ordered food? Probably because he was high when he ordered the food, and he was high when he didn't accept he wasn't answering my text messages and my calls. Look, Meeg says, depends on how high you are, Sweet Lou. Okay, show me the money. Marcus is just laughing. Hope. What up, Jim? Still got you up here. And Marcus, where you at? There you are. Yep. All you guys from Texas checking in. I appreciate that. Bottle Cap. Holy cow. What's going on, Chris? How you doing? Hopefully all is well with you and the family. Says, what's up, Dash? Fancy cup I got there. Man, this is the same old cheap Walmart cup that I've been rocking for years of change now. And my this is a Chick-fil-A straw. I changed out the straw. I went in and I scooped up a bunch of straws. I used the same straw for a couple days. Lou says, when you're high, it's even more reason to want that grub. Yeah, but I guess he was just that high, that he totally forgot. Unfortunately. Good thing it didn't go to waste. Nah, Lou, I'm never gonna do that. Yeah, so only thing, Jim, the McDonald's straw are white. I think it's white and yellow or white and red. I don't particularly care for that white straw. I rather the Chick-fil-A straw, and there's a gas station here. It's called Royal Farms. They have a blue straw, but the problem is a lot of the places are going to the paper straws as of late, and I don't like the metal straws. I seem to lose them, which is why. And also, one of the other reasons I don't like the metal straw is they're not big enough, so they don't move enough volume. They're like skinny straws, and yeah, no, I'm cool. I like the thicker straws with higher volume. It's called a drink and not a sip. Uh, Moo Boo says copper pipe works well. One gulp and you're done. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's too far. Maybe I'll get a small PVC pipe straw. Make that. Sonic straws are best for popping. Oh, okay. I tend to bite the straws. Metal straws freak me out. How do we get so sidetracked so fast? All right, so Bumpy asked for some horror stories. So I know I cannot be the only person to have a horror story. If you have had a difficult customer to get paid from, please type out your little story or your story down below. And I'll give you the second one. The second one I've actually done a video on it, and that was the one where the lady ordered smoked turkey breast, and she was going to use it in her food business, and she just straight ghosted me. So, yeah. But that even those that turkey breast there, it did not go to waste. I was able to resell it. I actually sold some, and then I gave some to my aunt. Well, I think yep, that aunt, my aunt that lives out in Pittsburgh. Angelo, he says, "What's up, all?" Boo Boo says, "Fish tank pump." Oh, I don't know. It depends on, I guess, because the fish tank pumps are not that big, so it would kind of depend on what you were, how big your cup is, I guess. Hey, Laura, how you doing? She says, hello, all. She also said hi to Jim and Boo Boo. How's everybody doing? Jimmy, it's like, hi, Laura. He's waving. Wait. It's like, hi, Laura. Hey. Blind man says, what's going on tonight? Nothing much. So tonight we're gonna talk about. I want to talk about like horror stories or words of caution. How about that? I don't want to call them horror stories, but words of caution, because we are, pay for hire. Well, you got to pay me in order to hire me. So you got to make sure you get your funds, your ducats up front. Victor says, I'm currently parked and now it's difficult listening to what everyone is drinking. My new shift, I don't get off until at least 4 a.m. My drink of choice is 1 or 2 5-hour energy drinks. Yeah, man, just, get the extra strength ones, and then maybe you'll just have to do one. Angelo says, love the channel dash, lots of nuggets. I don't think I've ever, excuse me, have I ever grilled nuggets on my channel? I don't think I ever have. I don't know, Angelo. What nuggets are you talking about? Either that or Jim is giving me a blonde high five. Yeah. Do you get a down payment before delivering? Yes and no. So it depends. Angelo, I know. I'm just giving you grief, man. Let's see. So Blind Man Cooking says, do you get a down payment before delivering? So I try to have payment in full before I deliver, for the most part, especially if it's a decent sized catering event. And when I say decent, nowadays decent is $150, $200. And I'm gonna make sure that I get that money ahead of time. But for most people where I do deliveries, it's people hit me up and they say, hey, I need this for that particular day. Okay, not a problem. I'll send you an invoice. And the invoice, like I said, if I'm cooking and delivering on Saturday, that invoice, I would like for the invoice to be taken care of by Thursday. And the reason being is I want to keep people honest. If people pay their invoice, they're least like or less likely to forget. Now that beef rib story I was telling you about, that was from a few years ago, before I really was like, all right, everybody's paying by invoice. Everybody I have the email address for, and everybody is going to be taken care of. Now, if I don't have an email address, then we work it out, and either they're going to send me money through Zelle or through Cash App. And the only problem I have with Cash App is the Cash App, it takes a day or two depending on when I receive payment. So if I receive payment on like a Friday night and they're supposed to be getting their food on Saturday or Sunday, I'm not going to get my money until Tuesday. But I know it's coming. So that's one of those things. When it hits my Cash App account, I send it right to myself right away. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I don't want anyone to be like, oh, I made a mistake. I'm going, pull this money back, because I don't have any control over that. So, let's see. Mubu says, they ain't chicken. He said it's tofu. Time Chef, buona noche. He says he gave his thumbs up. Yes, indeed. Angelo says, aight. Victor says there are no parts on the chicken called nuggets. Buona noche. Okay, so Time Show says good night, or basically good evening. Have a good evening for everybody. Obrigado. Brandon, oh man, what's going on? He said, yo, what's happening? Todo bem, todo bom. How does everyone determine their delivery fee? So, Bumpy, I do it by where I need to go. Typically, anybody in the same zip code, and I know you're familiar with where we are because you're close. You're just on the other side of town. But, Bumpy, actually, where do you live? I kind of think you're like just guessing and looking at your videos like Parkville area, but I don't 100% know. Like Parkville, White Marsh, I can't, like somewhere that area. But for me, I live on the southwest side of the city, so I live. My zip code is 21229. So I live boom smack dab in the southwest side of the city, right? And when I deliver in 21229, it's $5. Anyone in 21229, either in the city side or on the county side, $5. And I start at $5 and I go up to $20. Now, should I be charging more when I'm driving down to PG County and it's like an hour one way? Yeah, but I mean, $20 is pretty nominal. I usually just, chuck it up to mileage, and the mileage isn't usually that bad. And I always try to, consolidate or do other things when I am. With that being said, I kind of have my zip code is where I start, and then as it goes out further, then it's more money. So like for me to go on the other side of the city, you're looking at $8-9 depending on where you are. Typically, I'm not charging anyone more than about $10 in the metropolitan area of Baltimore. So going out to like White Marsh, Dundalk, Owings Mills, like Laurel, Columbia, you're looking at $10 usually. When I have to go down to Montgomery County or to PG County, typically those delivery charges are $20. Northern Virginia is one of those things where I kind of have to see where you are. And typically for things that are happening in Northern Virginia, I'm doing a catered event and I can charge a little bit more for the setup and delivery. So, yeah. I thought my preference is definitely PayPal, Victor. But if someone doesn't have PayPal or they don't use PayPal, then I will, use Cash App or Venmo. Or excuse me, not Venmo, Cash App or Zelle. Boo says, yep, need fuel for point A to point B. Mike says, hey, best customers pay it all up front No deposit. Yes, indeed, Bumpy. How do you know what they call their? I don't play around. 50% non-refundable deposit. Darnell. So one of the things I won't say I toyed with the idea, but I kind of tell people, I understand things come up, but I like for bigger events when I have a 500, 600, 700, $800,000 event, then usually between $500 and $1,000, I want half up front. Anything over $1,000, I'm gonna say we can break it down into thirds, just because sometimes those things can get a little pricey. But I'll tell people, hey, I'm going to take this deposit. This deposit is going to lock in your day. If you have an issue or whatever, you need to let me know 7 days in advance. If you let me know 7 days in advance, then I'll give you 100% of your money back. I'm not going to hold their money, right? But if you end up, waiting, the longer you wait, the less money I'm going to give back to you, because the likelihood of me going ahead and already purchasing your food is going to be that much higher. And in the little, like clause or terms and conditions type of window in PayPal, that's what I put in there. Cypress, okay. Parkville, Towson, okay. Write it off, 57 cents per mile. Man, I'm not writing it off, even though I should get better fuel economy, but I drive too fast. Gonna have to raise delivery with gas costs skyrocketing. Fuel prices aren't too bad right now. They are much higher. It's one of those things where when less people were out driving, the demand went down, so the cost of fuel went down. Kirk says, so how much to deliver to Salisbury? I don't know, man. We gonna have to work something out. But you order enough lamb, and I might have to meet you. You know what? I might have to meet you at that outdoor range over there. What is it called? Chesapeake Arms or something like that. Maybe I have to meet you there. This is also Wookiees in the Woods. Yeah, man, I gotta look into it. I gotta figure out exactly when and where. So is Wookiees in the Woods in like Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area around the Great Smoky Mountains, Travis? I've never looked at where exactly it is. Way cheaper for fuel in the U.S. than in Canada. Yeah, you're right there. Chris is $20 delivery sold. I'll give you my address in Phoenix. No. PG County, Maryland. Bruh. I'm not coming to Phoenix. Hey, you know what, Chris? You might be able to help me with this. I had someone hit me up earlier today, and he was asking about. Hold on one second. Let me get into my Instagram. Let's see if I can actually log in from my computer and check my DMs. Oh, gosh. There's something in my eye. Yeah, my finger. All right, let's see here. Now, direct messages. All right. JL Smokehouse. Have you heard of this guy? This is a customer of mine. He hit me up and he says, he said he's gonna be in Phoenix next week, and had I ever heard of him? So if you can tell me something good about him or tell me to steer clear, then I'll relay the message. I don't do transfers. Nah. Bumpy said I charge $6 for East Side or County, $10 to $12 for West Side or Hartford County. Yeah, that's about right. Roy, how you doing, man? I'm kind of upset. I didn't get to come see you guys today. It was raining, and my car is dirty. Big E's Southern Q. He says, "Hey Dash, what's good, man? Nothing, man. I'm chilling." Kirk said the whole lamb. Man, I don't know about all that. Robinsonville, North Carolina. I'm going up for the weekend. Come through, man. April 16th. I don't know. I feel like I have. I'm gonna have to look, Travis. I can't promise you anything. There's any rage and the indoor range. I think it's called range time. I don't know where's Willard's. When they placed their order, if you hear banjo music playing, the delivery charge just went up. Be sure to check Jess out. Oh yes, indeed, Darnell. Thank you very much for the reminder. And I was gonna do that a little later. Talk about it. I'm gonna be on the hot seat with Mr. Homeowner, and Hobo Nickel tomorrow. I don't know why. I was about to say pickles, but no, it's Hobo Nickel. So, actually, I was on the hot seat. Oof. I guess it's been probably a little over a year. I was on the hot seat when it was CJ and Kent. So, but I'm going to be over there or on their thing tomorrow. And though says I'm not out on Long Island, not many barbecue spots by us. All right. Will's chasing history. Do you track delivery mileage or deductions, or is easy with the Stride PayPal? I don't really track the mileage for the most part. I mean, if I had a dedicated delivery vehicle, then yes. But the I don't say problem, but my car is way more fuel efficient than the van. So it behooves me to drive my car and not track the mileage than it does to only drive the van, if that makes sense. Yeah. Moo says, I picked my nose yesterday. A new one appeared today. Got your channel, researching starting a catering trailer business. Really good content, man. Appreciate the work. Well, Travis, thank you so very much. Travis Norman. We have Travi on a live stream tonight. We got my buddy Travis, and then we have a new Travis. Travis Norman. Travis, man, I can't guarantee I'll be able to get down there. I actually have some travel planned for early, I don't say next month. Next month is April, but for May. So, what's the price? Gas price in AdBlue or all blue? I don't. I'm not sure. He might be Jimmy. That's right, Jimmy. You're not too far from Tail of the Dragon. Right by Fort Wiley Compound, way down the 50 towards Ocean City. Okay. Yeah, Chris, please do. I am on tomorrow. I think Hobo Nickel's going to ask me a whole bunch of catering questions because he's trying to get into it. Whatever happened to you buying that food truck? So, Big E, the whole thing was I went on that was a fact-finding mission, and I said that in the video. I was not ready to purchase anything, and after looking at that vehicle, I was like, I don't know about this one. There's some things that I would like to set up differently when or if it's my turn. Because of COVID, did it cost more to do the wedding? All right. So, Bumpy asked a very valid question. He says, will you charge or change your on-site fee because of COVID? Did it cost more to do the wedding you did with your wife because of the extra precautions? So, yes, it did cost me extra money. And they were friends of mine, so I won't say I didn't pass along those charges, those costs. But I ate some of those costs. Like I told you, that was the venue that I had to buy insurance for. I did not charge them a whole bunch extra for that insurance. The insurance ended up costing me like $150 or something like that. And I'm not going to split hairs about $150, especially because I know that there were a lot of people that were there that had the food and were wanting to take care and book me for other events. And I know for sure that event where I did that wedding, did directly lead to me doing an event a few weeks later, an on-site event at someone's house. So, and actually, now that I think about it, he was the one person recently that I did not actually like get paid up front, and I was sweating bullets a little bit when I did it. Now that I just reminded me of it because I had an invoice, and this invoice was like $700 maybe, and I sent him the invoice, and I can't remember what we talked about, but he basically told me, he's like, listen, you know, I have not forgotten about your invoice. I'm going to take care of it. He's like, we're going to take care of it the day up, and I'm like, okay. So I was a little leery, but the area where I was and the clientele that it was, I won't say I wasn't worried, but it was just sometimes you kind of get a good feeling, and sometimes you get a not so good feeling. And I had a good feeling from this guy from all of our conversations that we had. Sometimes you have to go out on a limb. I could have protested and been like, nah, man, I'm not coming to your house until you pay this invoice, this, that, and other. And I'm like, ah, I didn't want to do that. So I didn't. But it worked out. And so Bumpy was talking about how he ended up leaving the food and left before he got paid. Nah. So I was at the house and we did the event. It was an on site, like it was a barbecue basically. So we were on site and we set up all of the food, and we dished out all of the food, all of those things like that. And before I left, I'm like, hey, let's go talk in the corner real quick. So I knew better. Actually, I didn't go to the guy. I went to his wife, and I said, hey, I can't remember the guy's name. I'm like, yo, Chip hasn't taken care of the invoice. I said, he told me he was going to take care of it halfway through. I said, can you just kind of remind him gently? So she went and she was like, basically, she got his attention real quick. And he came up and took care of the invoice right there, gave me a nice tip and everything. It was one of those things where sometimes people want to see the service or have the service performed before they make the payment. And I get that. So that would be one of those deals where I would require or want to have 50% or like, excuse me, 2/3 of the payment before the actual day. But like I said, I got a warm and fuzzy feeling from the guy, so I wasn't like pressed. Travis is trying to get Scott to come down too. Oh yeah, well, I can imagine he would definitely, he doesn't have a R either, but his car would sound a little more, yeah. Oh man, Jimmy says both of his bikes have dragon stickers on them, and I have been close to the tail of dragon. The closest we got was going to the Great Smoky Mountains. Kirk says I still send him stuff. I see. I think he'd like. We'll get him here. Yes, STS Mobile. Yeah, buddy. So you know what, Kirk? I was looking at something the other day, and he. So what he's saying, Kirk is sending me like ads for local folks that are buying or excuse me selling equipment, trailers, and things like that. I when the right one pops up or when I see it, I'll know. But I didn't like you sent me one with a couple pig roasters on them and a chicken flipper or something like that, and I'm like, I know I really don't want either one of those. Like I know exactly which Meadow Creek cookers those were, and if I were to do something Meadow Creek wise, excuse me, I would definitely want to do. They have some pretty decent, smokers at Meadow Creek. Laura says, "Do you still have the training wheels?" No comment. Keep track of all your miles regardless of vehicles you use so you can track your costs plus be able to turn it in for tax credits. Yeah, Victor. Like I said, man, sometimes I'm not I hear you, but I know. How you charge if you have gust overages, guest overages? So so Big E, I, the number, the people that they prepare me for is the number of food I prepare, or is the amount of food I prepare. I don't cook, because I'm not, I'm cooking everything ahead of time. The fee is the fee. If they have an overage or if they have a shortage, that's we worked out what the amount of food they were going to have is. Mm. Thanks. Yeah, you want. Glenn, oh man, that's somebody I haven't seen in a hot minute. How you doing, sir? I know I'm good. I thought you were talking about other Scott Travis. Uh, Never going to buy a Royal Oak charcoal lump. Okay, but the charcoal is crap. Yeah, I won't say I've had mixed reviews, but Royal Oak, I found stuff in it, debris in it, rocks and other things like that. Yeah, Biggie, I'm not, we're not hemming and hawing, and I'm not, serving 14 sandwiches, one of those type deals. No, you're going to pay for X number of pounds of food. And look, if you got greedy mofos there eating, then you're going to have less food left over. So what I do is I normally tell people, hey, this is what I recommend. And I recommend a 25% overage for those people who want to get seconds. Okay. 25% of people, you have 100 people, and I've done this math so much that I can do it off the rip. So if let's say we have 50 people coming to an event, okay, so I take 50 people and I do half a pound per person, half a pound of protein. So okay, that says, all right, so we need 25 pounds of meat to start. And then the 25% overage is going to be 7.25 pounds or something like that, right? For 25, for 25, for 25 pounds, just about. So usually I'll tell people, hey, we can do 30 pounds of something. And that kind of gives them an even number to say, okay, I want 10 pounds of pork, 10 pounds of beef, 10 pounds of chicken. Or sometimes, some people say, oh, I want to round up. I'll get 33 pounds, or I will get 35 pounds. And I'm like, okay. And we'll just kind of finagle those numbers and get it to where it makes fiscal sense for their budget. And sometimes that could be 15 pounds of chicken and 10 pounds of pork and then 10 pounds of brisket. Sometimes people want more brisket. Sometimes people want more pork. But I'm charging by the prepared food pound. That's what I'm charging by. Oh man, Glenn, I'm glad to see you got through. Marcus says he's never tried the briquettes. The Royal Oak briquettes. I don't I don't remember. Like sometimes you have a excuse me. Sometimes you have a bad bag of charcoal, and by that I mean like a powder bag of lump. Like I've had some lump charcoal that's been like super powder fine, and half the bag is super huge logs or pieces, and the other half is dust. I've had bags where I found debris in them. I was just talking about that, rocks and other things in the bag. So when I'm cleaning out my like the big green egg or cleaning out the charcoal pan, I'm finding rocks and other debris in it after I've used the lump charcoal. But I mean, I've had debris in all of them: Royal Oak, Pioneer, Frontier brand, the Fogo premium charcoal. I've had debris in those bags too. So Yeah, Marcus says briquettes. I only use Kingsford. Yep. Sean says, "What up? What up? How you doing?" I can't buy Kingsford charcoal because Dash buys it all. Mike, don't even try it, man. You on the road? You can put some charcoal in your sleeper back there while you're traveling. Yeah, Marcus. Nope. It was not by the trailer load this past year. It was the cargo van full basically. Pff, those rocks are flavored. Out of here with that. Smoking Bear Barbecue. I use Kingsford to start and either hickory or oak after. That's what's up. I usually use oak and birch. All right. Smoking Bear says, "Dash, you are the man." Nah, man, I'm just a regular guy. I'm chilling. I just cleaned out my smoker now. Just gotta re-season it. Nice. RJ, how you doing this evening, man? It's been a minute since I've seen you on a live stream too. So this evening we're talking about making sure you get your money, secure the bag, right? Basically, earlier today or this morning, Bumpy put up a video talking about how I won't say almost didn't get paid, but he was worried that he wasn't going to get paid. And I'm like, we need to talk about that because sometimes people need a reminder that says, no, you had to pay me up front. And the reason why is it keeps everybody honest, okay? I've had people who haven't paid me, and that's when I told you guys earlier on the stream about how the guy was so high he forgot he ordered the food, and then he forgot that he had food coming. Yeah. Um, Look, because I can be nice to people, and I would love to be nice to people, but sometimes, even though I done plenty of business with this guy, he's been rocking with me for a long, long time. I won't say honest mistake, but he straight forgot he ordered food. Grumpus, he says only use charcoal to start and good cold bed, all wood after that. Grumpus, I used to do the same thing, but you know what I tell you? I've gotten to the point now where I don't mess with that. I just use a torch, and you guys have seen the various torches that I have. One of those torches is the Grill Gun by Grill Blazer, and if you haven't seen me, I have a whole video dedicated to that new Grill Blazer and the new Grill Gun by Grill Blazer. Try to say that 3 times fast. But in the description, there is a link to Grill Blazer's website, and there's a whole kit that you can get, and you can get a discount by using the link down below and the coupon code basically at grillblazer.com, and I highly recommend that thing. It's nice. It works very well. It's a bit pricey, so they're it's like $175 for it, but I like it a lot. It's fun. But I have decided, I won't say decided, I have gone ahead and done away with using the charcoal and then putting wood on top of it. I just go straight for the flamethrower, get the wood going, and boom, I get that started. Because what I end up doing is when I start my fire, all that nasty, dirty white smoke that comes out of the smoker, that's the smoke that I use to warm up the smoker. So by the time all of that dirty smoke has dissipated, the smoker has almost pretty much always come up to temperature, and I also use that time to season my meat, so it's not wasted. If you use charcoal, you have to light the charcoal, and then you have to wait for the charcoal to finish. Then you have to pour the charcoal. Then you have to put your wood on top of the charcoal. Wait for that nasty little bit of that dirty smoke to dissipate. Then you have to do. I found that for me, it's easier to just use one of the torches, be it the weed brush or weed flamethrower from Harbor Freight, or the Burns-O-Matic, that like cane looking like torch, or the Grill Blazer grill gun. All of those things, I use those. One of the three, depending on if I'm on the side of the house, on the back of the house, or all the way in the garage. 50% up front and the rest on delivery on catering jobs. That's what's up. And that that is fair. Okay. Um, it just depends. Mike says no cash up front, no barbecue because someone else would want it. I hear you. Thank you, Marcus. Hey, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up button for me, I would greatly appreciate it if you could. It really just helped me feel better about doing these videos, and it also makes, it shows YouTube, hey, this guy's doing something. Grumpy says, but someone got me to buy a whole mess of bags. You're right, Grumpus. I did. That's all my fault, huh? I'll take that one. I'll take that one on the chin. Um, he said he had his. I can't remember what kind of car you said you had, Grumpus, but you said it was packed full of charcoal bags or bags of charcoal. Grumpus says, I have a grill gun. Yes. Grumpus, man, I'm telling you, try to use the. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to try to persuade you to try to use the grill gun to start your Lone Star Grill. Jimmy said I had a wedding rehearsal dinner that the bride called off after I started cooking. What? What? Oh no! I would have, Jimmy. That's when you'd be like, okay, I will keep 50+% of your money. And that's when you gonna have to reach out to friends and try to sell that food. Man, Grim called to ask if he could get his deposit back. No, sir. So did they call off the wedding altogether, or did they just call off the rehearsal dinner? Smoking beer, Barbie said deposit back. LOL. Mubu said that wasn't after you started. Nope. Can't wait to see those shirts. Let me said I find myself using my offset more for cooks instead of my acorn, except wings, all wood, and I've been using hickory lately. Oak versus hickory. I prefer oak just because that's what I can get. Hickory is something a little more. It's like there's more oak in this area, and because I'm going to an arborist, and actually I'm getting ready to buy my own log splitter, and I have seen a plethora of wood like laying around not too far from my house, and anytime I see it, I'm like, mental note, I gotta go back and get that. And it's just people cutting down trees lately, like word. I am going to be flush with some wood. So, Bumper, we might have to work something out where you come and pay me a little bit, and you can get some too. Because if I start getting enough wood, I'm gonna start selling some of it. Chi-Town Oak. Laura's back. Woohoo! Victor says, "Girl, gotta know it's Beavis." Fire, fire. Smoking Bear says, "Oak is a winner." Yes, indeed. Order at the window, paid before you walk away. Event paid in full before we even schedule. Nice. Yeah, definitely. The wedding didn't happen. Neither did the refund. Jimmy said, "We're gonna eat good today." Oak is everywhere down here. I gotta search for hickory and pay big money. Rumpus says, "Yep, I sure will, Bumpy. I sure will." Like I said, so I went this past weekend. I was out. There's a track supply out like Ricestown. So I was out there, and I go in and I'm like, "Hey, I'm looking for a log splitter." The lady's like, "Oh, we have them. They're not put together." I'm like, "Okay, well." She's like, "It's gonna be quite a while before I can get one put together." I'm like, "All right, not really a problem." I said, "Well, what if I put it together?" And she's like, "Well, if you put it together," I said, "Well, can I get a discount since I'm having to put it together myself?" She's like, "Well, we assemble them for free, so she's like, I can give you $40 off." I was like, "I know $40 off is better than nothing." I said, "Can I see it? So I can make sure that I have the tools necessary to put it together." I'm like, "I have tools in the trunk of my car. I'm pretty sure I have. They might actually be in my van now that I think you say that. But I could have bought, whatever tools at the Tractor Supply and put it together. So the lady was like, oh, no, well, you can't see it because it's, tucked away and this, that, and the other. I'm like, you're not trying to make this sale, because I would have had it on Sunday if she would have let me see, but I would have had to put it together. So then I went to another Tractor Supply on Tuesday, and they didn't have any. But the lady was like, oh, no. She's like, I get my truck on Thursday. If it comes in Thursday, it'll be assembled on next Tuesday. So she said, call on like Friday to see if we have one. If we have one, I'll let you put it on layaway, and then it'll be assembled for you. You can come in and pick it up next week. I was like, okay, bet. So, what's going on, Taylor? He says, hey, old Dash, happy to be joining in first time in a while. Yes, sir. How you been? Did she hand you an axe for your log splitter? No, man. I want a legitimate gas powered log splitter, like 25 or 30-ton log splitter. Like I ain't playing no games, man. I know what I need. I don't say want. I know what I need on my Canadian. You guys in your side conversations, I kind of have to like not read those. Nope. Try out birch. I don't have much birch in this area. Excuse me. Actually, I do know where I think that's a birch tree. I know where there is one birch tree, and it's actually in front of the rectory, at the kids' school. Don't think I can have any of that wood from that particular birch tree, but I do believe that is a birch tree. Birch trees have that bark that kind of peels off, like weirdly, right? I actually saw Russell from Raspberry Rock. He, BIRT, birch. Yep, that is birch. Oh, there's multiple species. 11 common species of birch trees. Interesting. I know, Laura. I had a late night last night. I was up late, and then early this morning. I was up early this morning. I was just up last night, couldn't sleep, and then, like usually on Tuesdays, I try to go to bed at a decent time, but I just couldn't sleep. And then we talked about it again, and there it was. Oh goodness. Jealous's house, Reno lady for her PhD moved down the house for temp. Got a MB 560 root canal today. Fun times. Whew. Golly. Yeah, that does sound like a lot of fun. Mike. So I had a little bit of like a soda water. That was about it. I didn't actually. I started the live stream and I didn't get up. So you know what? I'm gonna go get. I have. Guinness. I have one can of each left. I have a can of the blonde. We're going to drink that pretty quickly. And then I will drink the coffee stout. Or the nitro cold brew coffee. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see. Nice. Cheers. What's going on, Brian? How you doing this evening? I'm trying to. Bumpy, I don't know exactly how to tell oak either. I just kind of go by whatever whoever is usually selling me the wood tells me. But I am going to be getting better at figuring out what type of wood that I am going to be getting, because of the fact that if I can get the wood for free and all I have to do is haul it off, I'm going to get it and bring it home, let it sit for a while, and then split it. Big said is eating crawdads with the family. Well, hopefully your hands are clean. How are you typing? Are you on a tablet or a phone? Jeez. How do I advertise? Word of mouth and Instagram. Because you are in a major metropolitan area, you can get on Instagram and do a search for that, or use the hashtag Atlanta or whatever, wherever you are in that specific area. And what you do is you go and you like people's pictures who use that hashtag. They're not going to use the hashtag to find you. You are going to like their pictures. And once, somebody who has, let's say, 200 to 1,000 followers, they're going to be like, who is this person that liked my picture? And they're going to come back to your profile and they're going to look. So you need to make sure that you have pictures of your food, that your profile is public, and that you tell them, hey, I do catering, or hey, I deliver barbecue. And that is how you grow your business for free. Smoking Bears says you need Miller High Life, the champion of beers. I don't do High Life, man. I do Miller Light, but no High Life. Randy says hello. Huh. Pat says Oakleys are distinct. Wife always has baby wipes for hand cleaning. You're absolutely right, man. Dude, B, those wipes come in so handy. Listen, Bumpy says Dash has a great video on promotion on Instagram. Ask me how I know. Yeah. Mike says he's out in the country, far from the city. Just cows, chickens, and goats and coyotes in the neighborhood. May need to put some advertisement on your truck then. Moo says warm beer is the best. No way. You see how fast I'm drinking this, right? Because I don't want it to get warm. Oh boy. I see a ticker symbol. Yeah, I saw it was down today. I'm gonna have to pick up a little bit more. Beer sitting on dry ice is the best. Oh, that's a good one. Get my hands on the kettle gel, but really don't have an excuse at the moment. Look, the excuse is you don't have an excuse, and you don't need an excuse. You're just gonna buy it and treat yourself to it. Boom. Beat dog, Kurt Maybe says. Oh, I can understand. I am. Let me see. I see. My whole thing is, I'm only putting like $50 into things at a time, and I kind of like wait and see. I don't have long money yet, but golly, this past couple of days has been pretty brutal. I have lost some value in my portfolio. Yeah, I'm down a little bit. I think I'm down like 2 or 3%. Now I'm looking at it. Stuff that should be going up is not. Okay, so with Sens, I'm down $17. And I only have 32 shares. So I'm not, yeah. He said, I ain't letting go though. Man, you got to. Look, I tell you, I told you about the fun money I had in AMC. I actually rolled it up to $2,300, and I set trailing stop losses. So when it dropped down a certain percent, the first one I had set was 7% or 8% of a trailing stop loss. So the highest, and then once it hit the high, once it dropped down 7 or 8% from that high, it triggered a sell. And the first time I did it, it triggered a sell too soon because it dropped like 9% and then went right back up. So I lost my position. I was like, darn. And when it went back up, I had 150 shares, and then when I bought back in, I could only get 140 shares. So I was pissed. So I was like, okay. So then I was like, all right. I rode the wave back up, and then when it went up, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do the same thing. Set trail and stop loss. It dropped down a little bit, and then it went lower, and then I was able to recoup and buy back in. And from the 140 shares I had, I was able to buy 160 shares this next time. So then I rolled that 160 up a little bit, and then it dropped out. So I'm still ahead, but I'm not nearly as ahead as I would like to be. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to be sensible and put money in places where I should. Budgeting. My last splurge was the Masterbuilt 560 because I found it on clearance. Pretty covered for the grills. Pretty covered for grills for a bit. Yeah, nah, man, you need that little teeny one, the portable one. Wayne says, how's it going? It's going, man. It's going. Man, I would love to get a Shirley Fab, but I just can't. There's no way I can wait 2 years for a cooker, man. 2 years just about. Visit a wood yard, look at differences. They would have look and feel and smell their own it. Now I definitely agree. Jeez, he said it's 17% down today. God, I couldn't take that one. Oh. 17% all told. Oh my gosh, that hurts. I have a pretty diverse portfolio. My main portfolio is pretty diverse, but I mean I have some like that were like I'm down on, but some stuff I'm like, all right, it's time to cut my losses and I'll gain it back somewhere else. But again, I'm not. I mean, I definitely don't have the money to be investing thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, I'm putting $50 to $100 into a stock at any one given time for the most part. Still waiting for those shoulders to get done. Oh man, Marcus, you not going anywhere for a while. Mike says, I went and looked at the tow behind smoker, and the wife called when I was looking to ask what I was doing. She saw a picture. She said, walk away from it. What? Dad, go on, Marcus. Sorry to hear that. this stuff smells so good. I should have waited a little while, but the nitrous ball was causing it was bubbling up and over. So I said I had to hurry up and get it poured. It smells so good though. The coffee smell, so good. Mr. Homeowner, we were just talking about you. We were talking about the fact that I'll be on the hot seat with you tomorrow. How you doing this evening, sir? Do I have a charcoal preference? I like lump charcoal, but lump charcoal is not for everyone. And actually, my preferred charcoal is whatever I can get on sale. That's my normal go-to answer. What do you do as a full-time job? You work in I work in IT. I'm a computer guy. What's going on, Johnny? He says, "Well, hello, family." He says, "Oh man," Rob says, "By the way, you aren't getting paid to be on the hot seat tomorrow night." Yeah, whatever. What's going on, Johnny? How are you doing this evening? Kent, what is it? Oh, it's just after 10 o'clock. So someone's live stream must have ended. I can always tell. It's like that rush that of folks getting off the bus has has arrived. We got the latecomers. We got Rob here from Mr. Homeowner DIY or Cooking and DIY, and he have Kent from Daddy Dutch Barbecue. Captain Newbie says, check this out. I diversified 3 shares of Lowe's, cost $25, and all 7 stocks I picked at the dump, and not getting hurt. Nice. That's what's up. Okay, George W. Bush Center for Intelligence. Well, hello. What's the hot seat? So the hot seat, well, actually, Chris, can you explain, or excuse me, Rob, can you explain it? But what the hot seat basically is a couple of people will interview, and it's more or less an interview, but it's barbecue or cooking related, and they just ask some questions, just like we're doing a live stream. It is a live stream, and one person talks to the interviewee. Excuse me. The other person feels the questions from the live audience, more or less, and we can talk about or ask barbecue related questions, and it's YouTube stuff and barbecue stuff. So they'll ask about like how I got my channel started, and folks who it's a way of, more or less, it's a method of networking, if you will, because like smaller channels can go onto the hot seat and they can kind of talk about who they are and what they do, but it's one of those things where you have to be invited on, and at least when I did, or before I did the hot seat, they ask you, hey, who do you think should be on the hot seat? And you can suggest someone, and that is how I got on the hot seat the first time with CJ and Kent. So Kent, thank you so very much. And now the hot seat started with one guy, and then he let CJ and Kent do it. CJ from what is CJ's channel? Oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Let's see, subscriptions. CJ's cooking. Why am I drawing the blank here? Oh, Cooking with CJ. There we go. All right, so Cooking with CJ and Kent from Daddy Dutch Barbecue. They were on it, and they asked questions, and it's just a It's almost like you would per se a podcast almost. It's just an interview type show. But the person who originated it, Hobo Nickel, has now taken it back over with Rob from Mr. Homeowner, Cooking and DIY. And it's just an interview show. Nice, Johnny. Glad to hear you're doing well. 250-gallon smoker asking $800. I'd have asked for forgiveness and not permission. Nice, nice. So the homeowner says, I just finished editing a video. I wasn't anywhere else. Uh-huh. Aw, thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that. Johnny, I'm gonna apologize. I have a couple. I have a hat hanging up back there, and your hat was hanging back there too. But I had to clean up, and I had to put it away. So now it's on the other side of the room, and I can't get it just now because I'm gonna stay here. But your hat is not far away. Actually, Dash, I just unboxed got my new Win 3800 watt inverter generator. Nice. Nice. Yeah, Mr. Homeowner says interview, hang out with the guests. Yep. Johnny says, it's the second job. I know all too well. You know what I did today? I actually filmed a video in 4K. Yes, 4K. Yeah. So we're not there yet. It's only 10:15. But if you stick around to let's say 10:45, can somebody remind me at 10:45, and I will post the link to the video that's gonna go live tomorrow. Kent says July 2019 was Dash's hot seat. Holy cow! Yeah, gosh, it's been a while. Do you ever just take over a dirt lot and start selling bar? No, I don't, because in Maryland, oh god, hold on, let me just. I found out some information today that I gotta. Oh gosh, Maryland is the. I owe a bunch of money to the state of Maryland. Yeah. Ain't no worries, Bumpy. Be easy, man. Benji says, "Hey, yo, Dash, how you doing?" All right, Johnny. Let's just go get the damn hat. I'll get the damn hat. You put it that way. I'm gonna get the damn hat. No, man, let's go get the damn hat. Eat the cake, then, man. All right. I'm gonna eat cake. I'm gonna eat cake. I'm just gonna do as I'm told. Yeah, look, what the hell? While we're talking, that's the way. Since we were talking about CJ, I'm gonna pull out my CJ hat too. But Johnny, okay, happy, Johnny? I would turn it around so there's no shadow on my head, but then, on my face, but we can't see. So, all right, how about, no, see, that doesn't work. Well, Johnny, how about this? You happy? You happy, Johnny? I told you it was close. I gotta keep my friends close and my enemies close. Nah. It was just, you are within earshot. How about that? 2 credit points from getting a new roof. Nice. So Johnny, it's not that simple here in Maryland. The food handler's license is tied to a vehicle. And that vehicle is then tied to a commercial kitchen. I don't have either one of those things. So, yeah. Rob, you know I knew you were gonna have something to say about that. This is happy National Cheesesteak Day. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, East Coast time, Mike. 10:45 East Coast time. Remind me, please, and I will post the link. Rob says he doesn't have a View to a Grill hat. That's because you're not cool, Rob. You are not cool. Make sure I get paid. I'm like ODB. Baby, I got your money. I said, hey, dirty. Baby, I got your money. No. Johnny, he doesn't get one. He doesn't get one. He's not cool. He can't have a hat. He's not worthy of a hat. Rob gets no hat for you. I do so want my hat, man. You see my hat on right here. Mimi, how you doing? Yo, ODB is still paying child support, but his 31 kids after he's gone. Yeah, his estate is still paying child support. Was it 31 kids? I don't remember how many kids it was exactly, but yo, he had a rack of children. Mm. He's not cool. Nope. He's not. This guy is cool. This guy is cool too. Slaying my barbecue out of my truck like a drug deal. Benji, man, nope, not here, not in Maryland. I am you know, I don't want to have to worry about, because this is what'll happen. If I go set up somewhere and I don't have the licenses, I will get barred, but they can make it very difficult for me to do anything, and I don't want that. So how do I avoid that? I do, I fly under the radar. I'm not gonna put myself out there and sit on some parking lot or something like that. Yeah. Nope. Captain Newbie says I bought my family a Philly cheesesteak from Restaurant Depot. What, a box? Benji says cash only. Nope. Mm-mm. I need a stick near Philly. For what? My wife followed with minute steak, so she's scorned. Huh. I know there is a Philly cheesesteak brand of meat for cheesesteaks, but actually, you know what, Rob, you'll find this funny. I'm gonna show you what I have in the refrigerator, and this is not my doing. Actually, my wife wanted this. I actually thought about making a cheesesteak on the Blackstone, but so beef shaved steak, and my wife got this from, or we got this from Lidl, and it actually is pretty good. I have had and made steaks with this. It's just one of those things that I don't put on video. Something for the family. But today's National Cheesesteak Day, and I thought about making cheesesteaks and actually filming it, but we don't have any bread. Had I had way more forethought, I would have like stopped and gotten some bread. But we're out. Darn kids. Eat it all up and then they don't say, hey, we don't have any bread. Yep. No steakums. Do not get steakums. Just Taylor, just don't do it. Mystery meat cheesesteak. Yeah. I know, man. Lidl. And like I said, we've prepared them here. It's just it's not the same, and it's not what I want to put on video. Minute steaks, the brand. I don't know. I think I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm kind of upset because you know how you used to get a pound of bacon in a pack. Now you're getting 10 ounces or 12 ounces, and it's like, nah, man. Where's the rest of my bacon? Same thing with beef bacon, especially is where I noticed it. I'm like, I buy a pack of bacon that clearly says 1 pound, and then I buy the beef bacon and it's like 12 ounces. Like, this isn't the same. It costs the same as, just about, but nah, I'm getting less. Like, says Dash, when you do your chicken like thighs and breast, you remove the skin, the chicken skin, and season it. So, Mike, I primarily cook boneless and skinless breast and thighs. So, it's already gone. All right. Rob says we get it all the time. Yeah. What's the hub? We have a more with the Morvants. They say, hey yo Dash, who is this? Is this Lady Morvant or Sir Morvant? Hey yo Dash from Louisiana. Guys, we're close to charcoal sale season. Hoping to get some good deals this year for the stock up. Man, I have a couple 100 pounds of charcoal still left. Toast pepper and ketchup was the only way. Couple popping up at Costco and Sam's. So I saw Sam's has Kingsford Blue Bag on sale. It's on sale right now for like $16. I think it was $3 off. I'm like, nope, it's not a sale enough. Those shake steak packages, I used to get 2 shakes out of it. Now I need 2 packages for 3 sandwiches. Yeah. We only sell 1 pound packs of bacon. Okay. First Love, what's going on? They say, yo, Dash, how you doing this evening? Bacon isn't hard. You should expand. I hear you. It's time. Something that takes multiple days, like, takes a lot more forethought. It's not that I don't want to do bacon. It's just, it can be trying. Johnny says, I hate 8-pack hot dogs when the buns come in a dozen. So you know how you get around that, Johnny? Is from Costco. Well, I don't know about Costco, but from Sam's, the hot dog bun to hot dog box ratio is about equal. Jamie says, what's up, Dash? Working 9 days a week and reporting live from CCSH, Crimson Creek Smokehouse. Well, thank you so very much. You gotta capitalize that and use a hashtag, Jamie. You know better. Captain Newbie says you got that Maryland bacon. I don't know about that now. Actually, the bacon that I have in the freezer is from oh gosh. What is the meat in the box? Why can't I think of the name of the damn? Oh well, it'll come to me later. $16 Kingsford, same price normally here. Yep. The worst part of making bacon is the cure time. Yeah. Jealous Devil Charcoal saves you money since it lasts longer than others. So, Rob, I can't find it. I can't find Jealous Devil. I can't find it. I have looked in Lowe's and Home Depot. I can't remember which one of them carries it. But as of late, going in there, I haven't seen it. Jeez, Mimi says Kingsford is on sale here, $6.99 for 16 pounds. So Mimi, I normally buy a 40-pound bag for $10, or well, a 40-pound double bag for $10. In the box sounds like a Saturday Night Live skit. 1, cut a hole in the box. 2, put your meat in the box. 3, let her open the box. It's my meat in the box. My meat in the box, baby. Meat in the box. Ooh. Jimmy's good, but I say that B&B lump is just as good. Okay. Academy carries it. No academies near me. I tried Dell's Devil. No real difference, Mubu says. Hey, Johnny. Yeah, so Mimi is 2 20-pound bags or 19.5-pound bags. Yeah. So definitely tried bacon twice, both edible, but I can do better. All right, Captain Mimi. Brian says I still prefer B&B. I actually did see some B&B charcoal, and I was tempted to buy it, but I was in the store for something else, and I was like, nope, I'm here on the mission. I got to do this thing. I got to get this thing done. I was in there. I was like, nope, no detours, no barbecue stuff today. So yeah. Fed the butcher who weighed belly. Yeah. My wife actually told me, I want to say a little while ago, it was just before 9 o'clock. She says, I'm ready for my meat roll again. So she wants another porchetta. I've done, if I do another one, I think that'll be the 4th one that I've done. 4th or 5th. And they tear it up. They love it when I do the porchetta. B&B is my go-to for when I see it, but sales take me to other places. Yeah, I get it. Tried that cowboy stuff from Costco. Is junk. There were scraps of metal in the bag, and once you get halfway through the bag, it's all pea gravel size. Yeah, B, I've had that happen too. The Patriot or the so I got cowboy. I got it from Costco, and it wasn't. It was fine, but there was debris in the bag. It wasn't. I've had charcoal from Sam's, and it just kind of depends on like where the charcoal originates from and how far it has to get to you. Because man, I've had some bags of charcoal. This was a Vision, excuse me, Vision brand charcoal. It was dust. It was dust, just like you said, pea gravel, same thing. Let's see, what do you guys buy? The 2 20-pound bags of charcoal. So Mimi, you can get the 2 20-pound bags or the 40-pound bags from like Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, Sam's, Costco might even sell them. Where are you getting your that 16-pound bag of charcoal? Taylor says add it to how many people have handled it after you get it to the store. Yep. Mike says Walmart has it right now. Mubu says we get 20-pound charcoal and 50-pound lump, but I can't get bigger unless I go through Amazon. Oh, excuse me. What? Because he's not strong enough to carry it. That's why he can't get a bigger bag. That's the real reason. Don't let him fool you. Taylor says, I missed that $10 20-pound lump deal at Walmart. Taylor might have been 30 pounds. It was a 40-pound bag of charcoal for $10. Trust me when I tell you, I have been looking for years now. I think it's been 2 years, maybe even 3 since I found those bags. And I was like, I'm going to buy a bag. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, this stuff is actually pretty good. Let me buy a couple more. I couldn't find it again to save my life. Boo Boo says I can't even find it in okay. Talking again. Oh, that big apple chunk up here in Jersey. Very happy. Oh yeah, that Western lump charcoal, man. You know what's crazy, Taylor, is when I used the bag of Western lump, I had it. It was sitting in the tailgate of my pickup truck that I have sitting in the garage. I'm like, whoa! I discovered this bag of charcoal, and when I used it in a video, there was somebody like, "Yo, where'd you get that?" I'm like, this bag is a year old. Don't ask me about this bag of charcoal. You don't want to know. B lump is good all the way down to the bottom of the bag. Yeah, but the whole thing is me getting B&B lump up here in Maryland versus you getting B&B lump down there in Texas. My B&B lump is probably going to be a whole lot more powdered, dusty, than what you get. Um, Captain Newbie says, has anyone tried pear wood? I don't have many pear trees. I did use some plum wood. I had a plum tree in my yard that died, like just died. When we lived here, not lived here, but when we first moved here, there was a pear tree in the yard, and man, I don't know what happened to it. It just died. So I cut down the tree, and I had some pear wood, and I saved it kind of. Mimi says I get the 16-pound bags from the grocery store. Home Depot, Menards doesn't sell larger bags. I need to get a Costco Sam's Club membership. Yeah, Mimi, don't get the bags from the grocery store. The grocery store is convenient, but they are ripping you off. Like, you can definitely get a better deal going to Costco, Sam's, Walmart, um, Lowe's, Home Depot. Even if you find or have an Ace hardware store near you, you'll find better deals on charcoal than you will at a supermarket. Ace gave me a bag of B&B bag last year. Nice. Actually, I might have. Do I have? I bought. So, last year, around. It was February. It was either. No, it was last summer. I bought a. No. It was before COVID. I bought a plethora. When I say a plethora, I have like 15, 20 different bags of charcoal. I went around all different places and I was looking for different types of charcoal. And I was going to do this whole like March Madness type of bracket, like fight to see which charcoal was better. So it was right after March Madness last year. I'm sorry, Laura. I'm sorry. Trust me. I'm not trying. Rob can't read. He said, I thought your user ID was Benny Hill Barbecue. Get that double lump. I would love to, but I can't find it. Then right, a candy dash, maybe get your free bag. You never know. Right to company. So I actually did talk to or sent a message to Western, um, and they were like, nope, you're not cool enough. You're like Rob level cool. You're not Dash level cool and Johnny level cool. You're just Rob level cool. So no, you can't have any more charcoal. Um, buy it by weight. Mm-mm-mm. Grumpus, man, how much wood do you have at your house? Where can you find the hot seat? Blind Man Cooking, it is on um, Mr. Homeowner Cooking and DIY. Laura or someone else that is an admin. Let's actually know it here. I'll do this. Um, mm, second. What? Look at that. Put up the thing saying I'm gonna be on this channel tomorrow. Alright, let's see. Let's get the channel name. Control C. And let's post his channel. Alright. Alright, there you go. So there's the link. Let me make sure. Yep, okay, I see the link. Hey, Taylor, be easy. It's alright, Laura, it's okay. Thanks, Laura. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, look, I can probably put the... copy link address. Let's do this. There is the link to the video for the live stream tomorrow. If you want to go ahead and set a notification for that. I have nearly what I had for the freeze, yeah. I can imagine you probably setting fires. Do you have a fireplace, Grumpus? Mubu, I've had people tell me that I need to make my own charcoal. And maybe with this log splitter, maybe I will. Future video. I saw it, Rob. I see what you did there. I'm not active on the community tab, man. I'm a bad YouTuber. Okay, Mubu. All right. Victor says I'm back. FYI, for briquettes, I mostly prefer Kingsford Blue. Briquettes, okay. All right. Yes, on the fireplace. I cooked on all. Oh man, I can imagine. All right, thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so I'll be on the hot seat tomorrow. Goodness gracious. Hopefully I won't be doing a bunch of this tomorrow. You know what? Let's switch it up. Even though CJ is not here, we're going to represent CJ since he gave me a... Oh, I got to adjust it for my big old head. Jeez. Johnny, your hat is bigger than CJ's hat. Like I had to adjust it. Like, look at the difference. Oh, it's not that much difference now that I look at it. Two dots on CJ's hat versus 3 on Johnny's. Yeah. CJ's hat is smaller. Wish. Let's see. What is that? Oh. That's the... Okay. It's that wish. All right. Let's see. It's down. let's add this to the list. Things to watch. Johnny says Texas just does everything better than California. Blue Devil says, hey Dash, new to the channel, love all the great content. Well, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. And since Johnny's here, we're gonna rock his ad. Hold up. Wait, where is? We got another. Let me see. What did I do with that? Johnny from Man That's Good Barbecue. What did I do with your hat? Oh. I had it around. I had it right here. Where'd it go? I have to make sure I find it for next week. Oh, goodness. But those of you guys, like, I don't typically outside of the house, I really only wear Eagles hats. So those of you guys for send hats, I will wear them on the live streams. But yeah. Golly, you still talking about snow? Captain Newbie says every one of those that I mentioned is a dog. Oh man. Down 4% or 22% in the last month. Yow. Hey, it's 10:45. Alright, let's see. Let's copy the link. Boom. Thank you very much, Rob. I appreciate it. Yep, apparently starting to split out. Supposed to snow around 1 a.m. Jesus. You could do a shot. I could. I think I will take it directly from the freezer. Oh boy. I was gonna say I'm gonna go get my only problem is I had beer before I had the liquor. Oh boy. This is I'm asking for trouble. I am. And to top it off, we're gonna pour my shot into the beer glass because it's right here. And taste tester number 1 would appreciate me not dirtying up another glass. Alright. Yep. Wow. Did you see the flame? I saw the flame. I can light my breath on fire right now. Wow. Whew. Mubu says it's still 6 here. Captain Newbie says I literally went 0 for 7. Jeez. Matt Will says, hey yo Dash, can only be here for a few. What else? What's up? How you doing this evening, Terry? Victor says I tried B&B a few times, but not impressed either. That's what's up. Laura says, Jimmy, you want him to yawn more. Yeah, that's what it does. That's why I won't say shying away, but you know what? I did not go back out this afternoon and buy any energy drinks. Irex says salute. Captain Newbie says that's what's up. Yep. Now get the light. Let's go outside like a drag. Yeah. Hit that thumbs up for Dash, Rob says. If you haven't already hit the thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does make me feel better about doing these videos. And it also, it helps these videos and it also helps my channel. So if you could, I would greatly appreciate it. Mubu says, shine is best at 180 proof. Well, this is 188. This is some special stuff. Captain Newbie says, I think that burned my throat. Ah. Nice. That's what's up, Terry. I'm glad to hear you're doing fine. I'm great, too. That jet me to the moon, sure enough. Rob says, I'd like to thank Alton for introducing me to Dash. Yes, indeed. And likely, or right back at you, because he was doing a live stream and you were on his live stream, and I'm like, yo, Alton, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And we got to talking, and it's like, okay, you cool. And it was like, whoa, you're outside of Philly? I'm from Philadelphia. And, we got to talking, and it's like, boom, boom, boom. I ran max 181. What? 194. Nice. Oh, he said the magic word, go birds. So I have not put on this hat in a little while because it is dirty. I was actually doing some yard work and man, I got my hat filthy, so I need to wash it. Maybe I'll wash it tomorrow. Shoot, maybe I'll just throw it in the washing machine tonight. But it is filthy. Filthy, filthy. But we like the brim is all soft from washing it so many times. Yeah, I gotta get it a couple new hats. Reflux, nice. Oh man, that's one of those things, man. I want one. I want one so bad. I've looked at some. I just haven't pulled the trigger. I'm like, that's $1,000 I could spend on something else. Yeah, Laura, we used to have the hat frame thing, but I don't know what happened to it. Now I just kind of throw it in the washing machine by itself on delicate, and it comes out cleaner, much cleaner. But I gotta do there's a hack with some borax and some other stuff that you do to like deep clean it. Dishwasher hat frame thing. No, not a dishwasher, washing machine. Thanks. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know. Trust me, Jimmy, I already know. Like, you don't have to tell me. But I'm telling you, I went and saw it happen, like the whole production happened once, actually more than once, in person, and I was hooked from then. It was just a matter of time as to when I was going to do one myself. Because, yeah. Oh man, Rob, I appreciate that. I don't, I won't say I don't ask for it, but I so appreciate it. So Rob, Mr. Homeowner Cooking and DIY, he says, let's get the super chats going for Dash. Awesome guy, works so hard to give us info. Oh man, I appreciate that. I was looking around like, I don't have a homeowner, Mr. Homeowner Cooking and DIY hat to wear. I don't know. You think cooking gets in your pocket? Jimmy, I already know, man. I already know, which is why. See, I'm smart enough to have done my research ahead of time, because it's like, all right, well, I need a still, and I'm going like, I have, I got the stills bookmarked. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Claw hammer supply. Claw hammer supply. 100% pre-built. I want an 8-gallon one. If I'm gonna do it, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it big. All right, 8-gallon, food grade, 304 stainless steel boiler. Boom. I ain't cutting nope. Listen, we're gonna get the controller. We're going. Oh man, it's it's gonna be all out. 8-gallon. Yeah, all out. What's up, Ricer? How you doing this evening? How's everything? Oh, you missed it. You know, Ricer, you missed it. There's a joke going around. A new joke going around. Nah. The video for tomorrow. Um, actually, shout out to Ricer. I talked about you in the video. And the tomorrow's video is I won't say personal, but it's why I haven't made a video in 3 months, basically, or what led me to not make a video in 3 months. Oh, shoot. Half cake here, home design. Captain Newbie says, all right. I don't know, Jimmy. This thing, it looks pretty darn impeccable. Here. Oh, outdoor. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I would like some sort of column. It's so funny that this can be found on Amazon. All right, so part of the problem with this one, this is, well, this one is a 5-gallon. Yeah, if I'm doing it, I'm going, like I said, 8-gallon. Almost 6-gallon stainless steel. But you have to. They sell it on Newegg. Are you serious? Why? 916 gallon. It's $105 on Newegg. What? Only problem is I need a heating element. Rick says, "Oh, Rick, did I miss your hello? I'm so sorry, man." Jeff, aka Mario. The deadly leak. Wow. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy, no. I don't want it. You know what? You know, Jimmy, you know how you have, like, you talk with somebody and you know they're gonna spend your money? That's how I know this conversation is gonna be. But I'll be available to talk tomorrow anytime after about 10, maybe 11 o'clock. Just hit me up. You know the math, all right? Just hit me up, because I'm telling you, the one that I want, and maybe I'll send it to you, because, man, claw hammer supply, what? that looks like the bee's knees. And when I configure it the way that I want it configured with the internal heating element, so controller kit, let's see. So this is for an 8-gallon boiler therm. I guess might as well. Output hose, what is that? Don't need a sight glass. Copper packing. Column therm. Proofing hydrometer. I can get that from somewhere else. Proofing parrot base. Symbol parrot. I'm looking at almost $1,000. And I know that, I know this is what I want. I want something like this. Yeah. 15, 20 gallons is the way to go. I'm trying. Oof. So part of the problem, again, we're talking about this, is I won't say I know the limitations, but I know what I want to do. Well, thanks, Rick. Man, I appreciate you hanging out, and I apologize. You see, I'm kind of squirrel tonight. Search free Brooklyn. How to get started? Oh goodness, I have that one. Jeff, we can't talk about that. We can't distill. I mean, we can't disclose what it is that we are looking at. Oh, Jimmy. Oh man, Jimmy is trying to make me broke. He's trying to make me broke. Instantaneous water heater. Yeah. Thank you, Ricer. I knew. Yeah. Yeah. I should have just showed you this, and you probably would have understood. Yeah, I am overdue for having my own, and I thought about doing like a little, like stovetop, little one. I know better. Know better. Buy once, cry once. Buy once, cry once. Yep. Man, I need to just take my little bit of lies. Jimmy said, I won't spend your money like you spent mine. Lies. You know what? You bought a $450, $500 ice maker, and you bought that the fly swatter. What else have I spent your money on? What else have I gotten you to buy? You know. Yeah. I know how that goes. $20 a week. The lights. What lights? Lights in your garage? I invest $20 a week. So I actually have gotten to the point where I invest $50 every 2 weeks. Sham, how Rick says. So I'm investing $50 every 2 weeks. And that's why. So remember how I was talking about how I only get I have increments about $50 digital. Oh, okay. For your camera, for those lights, okay. I don't take 100% blame for that, Jimmy. Like that's a YouTuber requirement. The fly swatter and the ice maker, those were just a little bit above and beyond. Those were the fly swatter. You can blame Jeff for that. Ricer showed me that, and I was like, "Yo, this thing is so cool." Boom. Yeah. So blame Ricer. Don't blame me. Laura is so funny. She comes and hangs out, and then she's like, "Oh, I need to go get coffee. Oh, I need to go get water." maybe just get all that stuff before we sit down and have this talk. Um, but no, Laura, welcome back. Not investing in digital currency. Nope, 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 nope. So Mubu, what I have done is between Marathon and Riot, they are stocks, traditional stocks that are based off of crypto, though they are not cryptocurrency. Unfortunately, they are rather volatile. I have 2 shares of Marathon and 2 shares of Riot, and I just like see them go up 10%, down 12%, up 15%, down 7%. That's like I just I just want it to go up only. Now I'm up on them both, but it's killing me watching them every single day. It's like just go up and stay up, damn it. Uh, Rice just says I love my fly killer. I thought he was gonna say fly flicker. Da, 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 da. All right, no worries, Laura. Yeah, Captain Eve says that's gambling. It's exciting. Nope, 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 not for me. You see all these extra gray hairs I have? It's from the stock market. Yeah, but so one of the other things too I learned the hard way is making sure the trades have settled or you get cash violations. So I've been put on timeout in my main brokerage account. I can't do market orders. I can only do limit orders right now. So I have a couple days of doing that. Yeah. Mm, nope, they're not from them. They're definitely not from the taste testers. Between my business and the stock market, this is where all these gray hairs have come from. I got more gray hairs in my drain. Well, Captain Newbie, you know, Chef Schmitty says crazy. Everyone is investing now. So, Chef Schmitty, how you doing this evening, sir? All right, here's another one. Chef Schmitty put out a video. He made a cheesesteak, or he posted his video on a cheesesteak, and I'm like, hey, just in time for National Cheesesteak Day. Don't know whether or not he knew that or not before he posted, but if he did, cool. If he didn't, you know, glad I could help. Anyway, so my wife and I had been talking about investing before or prior to March of last year. And then when COVID hit last year, the stock market tanked, like it dropped. So there was a huge, I don't want to say crash, it was a readjustment. No one likes to say crash or like negative anything. It was a huge readjustment, and that's when we got in. So when I got in during that time, it's like, oh, all right. So I used it to build my confidence, and now I am much more confident in doing and like I won't say playing the market, but investing. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Brian said he didn't get grace until his son was born. Moo Bruce is just wait. Captain Nibby says the lambs to slaughter. Pff, goodness gracious. You talking about the retail investors or just the stocks lately? Schmitty, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm definitely good. All right, so we are past the 2 hour mark. Usually I try to shoot these for 2 hours. Get the newbie just talking about us. Yeah, you know what? I've had a couple good ones though. I'm not I'm not negative on my gambling portfolio. Let's put it that way. I'm still in the black, which is good. But man, it's one of those things where I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Mm. Captain Nibby says good night. Laura says already. All right, I think that's gonna be the final yawn for the evening. I really want to say thank you to you guys so very much. Hey, do not forget, if you haven't already, please check me out tomorrow on Mr. Homeowner Cooking and DIY's channel. If you haven't, scroll back up just a little bit, and I posted the link to his channel so you can subscribe. I also posted the link to the video, the like the reminder, or that you can set the reminder for tomorrow. Nice. Laura says she's eating some pork rinds. Are you like, wait? You know, I tell my son I taste test the number 2 when he's eating something, and I just look at him, and he's like, "What?" I said, "Man, that sounds delicious." Just, I hope, Laura, you're not one of those eaters where, you know, you hear nothing but what they're eating. Da, 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 da. Nice, Ricer. Thank you so very much, sir. All right. Boo says, I can't believe it wasn't butter. Laura says, good night. Thank you very much, everybody. And enjoy the night. All right, guys. I am. Whew. Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate you. Definitely. Thanks, B. I appreciate it. Vic just says happy trails. Yes, indeed. I'm going. My trails from the seat where I'm sitting up to the bedroom. I am going to fall out. I gotta get up in the morning and take the kids to school. Lineman says have a good one. Yes, indeed. Right back at you. Laura said, saw that. Stop talking about it. Alright, guys, I am done. I wanted to make sure I kept caught up to the chat. Thank you so very much. Good night, Grumpus, Mubu, Blind Man Cooking, Laura from Cypress Blue, Captain Newbie. I feel like, you know, I need to salute the captain there. Victor, Patriot Barbecue B, be easy. What are you trying to focus on there? Alright, guys. That's it, and I'm gone. I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to check out the video for tomorrow. Let me just paste. Hope that's the video for tomorrow. Hope that's my video. Anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you later. Appreciate you being here. Let's see.